Hey Pokedad Fan Club, it's me, Pokedad again, and today I'm bringing you a speed Lapras or a Waterbox. A lot of people have a lot of different names for it. My list is a little different. I play Tapu Fini in here, and I just found that Tapu Fini can kind of get close out games for you by hitting something on the bench that's damaged. So I find that that's a pretty strong card to have. I know a lot of people don't like it. I also like the GX attack because if they do pull ahead of you in the game, you can GX something back into the deck. But anyway, we'll get started. Wow, look, we got a PTCGO hand right there with 6 waters. But fortunately that's a mulligan. I'm glad we didn't draw a basic off of that. And it looks like we're going against our good old friend Buzzwole. Usually that's what when we see a fighting box, I usually think that's my first indication that it's probably Buzzwole. So we'll start the Lapras here, and we'll put a Remoraid on the bench, and a decent starting hand here. And we see that baby Buzzwole right there, right off the bat. Looks like our opponent's going first, so they're going to Ultra Ball. And what will they get? They might get, there's a ton of things they could get. Diancie is one thing. They get rid of the Super Rod, so they get a Buzzwole, so they might be trying to elixir to it early. And really, I guess the key to this matchup is who's going to get their big powerhouses out first, and that's the idea we want to try to accomplish here. Is who can take, usually you want to try to take 3 2-prizers if at all possible. And so we see a Cynthia here, and we see a Floatstone, and he floats the baby Buzzwole and puts another Buzzwole down, baby Buzzwole down. Alright, and we get a Brooklet Hill, and for some reason it wasn't grabbing it. So we'll go ahead and Brooklet Hill, and I imagine we could get another Lapras down on the bench. It's possible we might be able to just power that up. So we'll use Max Elixir, and that hits. I think we're playing 12 or 13 energies in the list. It's a little bit lower than what many people play, but I haven't had any problems. I'm pretty sure it's 12 in the list. I'll show the list at the end of the video. And so we've got a decent hand here, but we're going to probably just collect this first turn, which is it's typical for Lapras to collect. That's no problem. But usually by turn 2 you want to be attacking. Every now and then you can get lucky and you can get a turn 1 attack off. We'll go ahead and grab the Volcanion Prism Star. It might come in handy in this match, might not. Doesn't really hit great numbers here, but it could cause them to have to take 7 prizes. And it can put damage on the bench so that Fini can come in and finish something off at the end of the game. So we'll see if we need that. We just collect, and it looks like we get 3 supporters off of it. So, or maybe we got the choice band, I don't remember. Alright, so our opponent gets the Remoraid down. They're going to try to establish their artillery also, which makes sense. Artillery is just super strong in Buzzwole and in Lapras. I wonder what after rotation, what Buzzwole will use to get cards. Maybe the Alolan Sandslash, I think, can draw a card, but maybe it'll just use a Rangaroo. That probably is better. So we see a Jet Punch for a whopping 100. Again, that's just so broken. 100 damage for 1 energy. Wow. And then he hits the other Lapras. We'll go ahead and looks like we will Brooklet heal for another Lapras, getting our third Lapras in play. Go ahead and play that Manaphy, and the reason I think I did that is because I think I'm gonna just Sycamore here. I think it's better to just draw as much as possible here. And so it looks like we can take a knockout. Yeah, we will definitely take a knockout on this Buzzwole here. And we get some elixirs, so let's see if they're hitting. And indeed, both of those elixirs hit. So we've got a really good board state right now. And we'll Abyssal Hand here, getting us one more card, and it's another Choice Band, but I don't think we need to play it just yet. I know that Buzzwole doesn't typically run Field Blowers, but I'd just rather hold on to it for right now, because we're not sure which Lapras we're going to want to use. However, that Blizzard Burn was a one-hit KO on the Buzzwole. So we see a Choice Band come down to the baby Buzzwole, we see Octillery, and we see an Abyssal Hand for 3. I'm not sure. Let's see. Baby Buzzwole is in range so Sledgehammer is doing 120, 150, 160, 170, so it is taking a knockout on the Lapras right now. And so we see that Sledgehammer doing 170. However, I think the best thing to do here is to try to get them out of Beast Ring range. And so I think we can take another knockout on that Buzzwole. So we'll grab Tapu Lele here, and we can just get a Guzma. So we Lele for Guzma. And we will attach the energy to this Lapras and then Guzma up that Buzzwole. And by taking this Buzzwole out, we will indeed be able to get them out of the Beast Ring range. So we'll just Blizzard Burn again, taking another knockout, so we're down to 2 prizes. They have 4, so we are on our way to racing this Buzzwole deck to see if we can beat them. We see Max Elixir, so that comes down to the baby Buzzwole. So now he can't use Sledgehammer, but he can use Swing Around, and we see that Rockruff come down. We see a Guzma, so it looks like the prize race is on. He's going to use Swing Around and take a knockout on the Lapras. And so now we are down to 2 prizes each. Alright, so we're down to our last Lapras, but I don't see an easy way for them to power anything else up. They've used quite a few elixirs, so we're going to grab Tapu Fini. We're going to try to put this in a checkmate position because we're going to take a knockout on the baby Buzzwole here. We want to thin our hand though, because I really don't want to, you know, a late game in, even with Octillery, can be problematic. So I think what we're going to do, I know this seems kind of strange, but we're going to use both of the energy switches. We're going to switch an energy to Tapu Fini. Then we'll just switch it back. And again, I'm just using this right now to thin the deck because I don't want to I'm going to be doing a shuffle draw, and I don't really want to draw back into those. So we'll get rid of the Cynthia and the Brooklet Hill, and I guess I'm going to end my opponent down to 2. I just make it harder for them to find their elixirs and everything they would need. We attach an energy to the Fini, and then we'll actually use another max elixir, which will hit also. And so the Fini is pretty much powered up now. And then we'll Abyssal Hand for 5 more cards. Alright, and it looks like we'll just take another Blizzard Burn. And I think really at this point we've put them in checkmate position, because I don't, even though we have to retreat the Lapras, I just don't see how I mean, if they can take 2 prizes right here, I guess if they could Dangerous Rogue, that's their out. So they would need a Dangerous Rogue. But if they don't, then I can just bring Tapu Fini up and use 120 damage to that Octillery for the game. So let's see if they can Dangerous Rogue here. That's their only out. They would need an elixir. So there's an N, ending themselves down to 2, and they would have to hit Elixir Lycanroc and then whiff. So they give us the victory. So hey, Lapras does win against Buzzwole, and we had game on that next turn because Fini would just do 120 damage to that Octillery. So anyway, guys, I've got a little bit shorter video today. I think Tapu Fini is really good in the deck. Momentarily I'll show you the list here. Having a little bit of problems with PTCGO, and then I accidentally misclick and hit collection, but we'll get to the list in just a moment. It's pretty standard. I'm a little different numbers. Oh, there's a couple different things in here. I do play Kukui, and I think I do that even though we've got Volcanion to help us with the 210 HP Pokemon. I play 2 Kukui. So the big differences you'll see in this list are we play the one of Tapu Fini, and we play 2 Kukuis. I just think they're really good. They're clutch for when you're going against a Zoroark deck and you need to hit 210. Kukui can get you there. Even though Volcanion is in the deck to help us soften up those Zoroarks and Lycanrocs, Kukui still just helps when you can't use Volcanion or if it's prized. So it gives us another out to that. Bunch of draw supporters. You know, we're running 8 draw supporters and the Octillery line, 4 Guzmas, of course the standard 4 Aqua Patch, 4 Elixirs, and then 3 Lapras, 2 Manaphy, and Lele, Volcanion 2/2 line of Octillery, and then just 12 energies. One thing you need to be mindful of is, since you're only playing 12 energies, you have to be real careful about discarding them too early, or in the mid game. Like early game, maybe discard a couple so you can Aqua Patch, but when you get to the mid game, you want to really be Ultra Balling other stuff away, because you should already have energies in the discard from a knocked out Lapras that you can Aqua Patch. So just be mindful of not using too many energies in the late game, Ultra Balling them away. You usually have energies in the discard for the Aqua Patch at that point. But other than that, it's a really simple deck. It's a straightforward deck. It's an aggro deck. Really good deck. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and write a comment below. Tell me what you think of this deck. Anyway, this is Pokedad signing out. We'll talk to you later. Have a good day.